Hi guys, mindset training number 16. So why we should be selfish. So if you want to succeed in life, any of your goals, it doesn't matter what it is, or if it's something to do with your lifestyle, weight, business, whatever it is, we need to be selfish sometimes. But we're always taught as a kid, obviously, not to be selfish. And obviously as parents always tell us to share everything and whatever. And I get that. But we sacrifice everything for other people, and we always do it. And I'm a big person for that. I've always done it for years and years and years. And we end up putting all this what we want at bottom of the pile, but most importantly we put selves at bottom of the pile. And we never end up accomplishing any of his dreams, do we? So we wonder why people become unhappy, depressed, anxiety, whatever. And it's because we don't deal with his own problems, and we don't put ourselves first to get what we want. So it does become quite we do get drawn away from it because we're always busy doing something else, and we find bigger payoffs helping other people, when really, to make ourselves happy in the long run, we need to be a bit selfish. So we need to try and put ourselves first. So just doing it in certain periods of your life, obviously it'll make them little bits of whichever bit you've been selfish on, it'll make that little bit better, because you've made some progress at it, because you put yourself first. It could be a diet. You could have put your diet first in front of everything else. So you're losing weight week on week. It could be a fitness. It could just be a job. Or it could be that you didn't go and help somebody, or one of your friends tried to drag you off to the pub and you were like, no, I need to look after myself and I need to be selfish for me, because in the long run, this is what I want. So yeah, you always fit your own oxygen mask first. I've said it a few times. You've got to be selfish in that sort of way and fit your own first. So when people are failing or attempting to quit something for some reason, or something's changed, or whatever it is, people tend to make excuses. They tend to put their priorities at bottom. So if you're trying to get fit and you're trying to look after your diet and something goes wrong, instantly, boom, diet and training just go at the bottom of the pile. And then 2 weeks down the line, you're still not happy, and you're really unhappy about it. But you try and it's like classic excuse, oh, I've got to do this, or I have to work longer hours, or and honestly, it's just because you don't value it high enough. You don't value yourself high enough, and you make every excuse possible to help other people without looking after yourself first. So if something happens, I always get first thing, oh, this happened this weekend, Adam. Sorry, mate, I couldn't track any food and I ain't done any training. And I'd be like, why? And they're like, well, I just haven't got headspace for it. I'm like, why ain't you got headspace for it? What have you been doing that you've obviously seen a bigger value in something else by doing something else. And did it make you happy? It might have done for a while, but is it going to make you happy in the long run? More than likely not. So this is where you need to get to grips. You need to put your priorities and yourself a lot higher, and then believe that by doing this, you're going to make yourself happy in the long run, and you are. So yeah, I mean, I'm always like, if you haven't got headspace for this, what are you doing? Why are you here? What is it you want? Because people tend to want things but don't want to actually put any work in for them. But them things that people want are usually not worth having. Do you know what I mean? If you're walking down the beach looking absolutely incredible, you're going to feel absolutely amazing. You're going to be, your confidence is going to be there. You're just going to be on fire. You're going to be feeling amazing. And that's what everybody wants, isn't it? But you've got to put some effort in to get it. It's not as easy as just track a few weeks worth of food and it happens. We didn't put weight on that fast. But like I said, you've got to be selfish in certain circumstances and put yourself first, or put everybody else as second. Put your friends as second. Diet, training first. Everything else, if they're trying to drag you off for a takeaway, something like that, and you don't want to do it because you want to make some epic progress, be selfish and don't do it. I've learned that hard way, but yeah. So we find multiple excuses not to look after ourselves, and we do it all the time. But I get it. I understand. Work's usually the biggest thing that people use. I had to work a couple extra hours, so I couldn't do any exercise. But then they went home and went and spent 3 hours on Facebook, and it's beyond me. End of the day, if you don't keep doing it, it's gonna lead to you being unhealthy. It's gonna lead to sickness. It's gonna lead to bad mindsets, depression, and you're just going to slip back to where you were. You've got all this way. You've come all this way, lost all this weight, made this difference, and you're going to let it go because you can't just be a little bit selfish when really it's that makes you happy. It's not your friends. In the long run, they want to keep you where you are because they don't want anyone else to make progress. Not many people do. People are quite... They're selfish to themselves, aren't they? They never want to congratulate other people on losing weight. I've seen that a lot. But end of the day, be a bit selfish. It'll make a world of difference to you. What else we got? Like I said, friends can be quite negative and toxic. I've found this a lot. I found it with quite a few of my friends, which I'd never expect them to be like that. And because I was making progress, they weren't very happy with it, and they wanted me to go out with them every weekend and carry on getting pissed up and carry on smashing takeaways and just eating crap because that's what they want. And it's madness. There's only a few friends that actually want to see you make progress and congratulate you for it. But yeah, it happens. I distance myself from them people and I move myself away. I take myself out of them situations where it might just, for me, it's if I go to pub. So I don't go to pub. Simple. I'm out of the situation. There's certain friends that always try and pull me there. I've just distanced myself. When they've messaged me, I might have waited 24 hours before I've messaged them back and just said, no, sorry mate, I can't make it. It is what it is. They'll soon get picture that I'm not that type of person anymore, and I want to make a difference in my life, and I want to be fit, and I want to be healthy. If they don't want to come with me, that's fine. That's their choice. Not my choice. Nothing to do with me. Don't bother me. They can do exactly what they want to do. It's fine. But yeah, it didn't really have an effect on me. You just move on. You just got to move on. Change it. So, what else? There could be a lot of negatives in your life. Now, a lot of things that you think, and they're quite a negative feeling. So if you're feeling negative about someone or somebody, or someone's not happy with it, or it's a negative work environment where you are, whatever, you need to make change because it's you that's putting yourself in that situation. It's you that's talking to them negative people. If it's friends, it's you that's hanging about in that negative group, or say in a WhatsApp group where everybody's negative and let's pull everybody else down group. Get yourself out of it. Move away from it. It does make, honest to God, a world of difference how much time we spend on these apps and stuff like that and social media. It's crazy when that time could be spent doing something much more productive and make you a lot happier down the line. So find negatives, move away, unfollow them, spend less time with them. If it's social media, move away from it. If it's a pity group, move away from it. If somebody's hosting pity parties every day on Facebook, just unfollow them. Make a difference. Honestly, I kid you not, it's liberating to do it. It is. And my Facebook site, I think it's quite clean now because I look down and there's none of that. Everybody that I didn't want to see the crappy comments every day, just unfollow. It makes a world of difference. But yeah, your time's precious. So if you're spending 3 or 4 hours a day on social media, you've got 3 or 4 hours extra to look after yourself, to do some motivational listening or personal development or a bit more exercise, track your food a bit better, organise a bit better food to have or whatever, go just do some research in Morrison's, scan some foods, whatever it is. We've all got time to do it. If you choose not to do it, that's your choice. I can't make you do it. You're here for a reason. If you don't want to do it, then you're not going to do it. But if you do want to do it and you're struggling, ask for help. Let's make a difference. Don't wait around for these people or this situation to just get better. People expect, like, if you want to lose weight, you're just waiting for the next thing to come and somebody to knock on your door and say, this is what you need to do. You've got to get up and do it yourself. You have to go out and make the difference. If it's a job that you're not happy with, you've got to go out and find another one. If it's a relationship that you're not happy with, you've got to sort it out, and then you've got to go out and start a new relationship if that's what you want to do. Nobody, these things don't just come to you. You've got to go and fight for them and go and find them. Like I said, it's unless you've got really, really good willpower. If you love eating cake, don't go to a fucking cake factory, because that's what we do to ourselves, isn't it? We do. If you're stop drinking, don't go and sit in pub all afternoon, because what are you going to do? How hard's that going to be? Take yourselves away from them places. It does make a difference, honestly, because most of the time you'll find you can't control it. I've found it loads of times. If I go to a pub, I've only ever been to a pub, I don't know what last time I went, to be honest, and I actually didn't have a drink. I had a pint of water. And we had some tea in pub, and then we went straight after. Because if I'd sat there 3 or 4 hours, it would just tormenting me. So I just took myself out of the place. I'm not saying I can't go if I can go to restaurants, that's fine, but if you're going to a pub where you normally would have a drink all the time, going to that place, it's just tormenting. So, like I said to you before, who you hang about with is who you become. So start to change your circle if need to be. Start to move away from these people if they're not being supportive and don't want the best for you. If you surround yourself with people that want you to win, and this is why I made this group, because everybody in this group wants the same thing, and everybody, if you post a photo of something like that, everybody's going to comment and everyone's going to be supportive. We don't want any negativity in this. If there's any negativity in this group, it'll just be deleted. But I ain't seen any, and I don't think there will be any, because we're not that type of people, are we? We want to make change, and we're actually doers in this group, so we should all be supporting each other's wins, and we're all sharing very similar goals. So end of the day, but it might be another group. You might want you might have a new hobby. So you might want to find like-minded people that like mountain biking, say. So go on a mountain biking Facebook group or something, or join a group. Go out and do it so there's 10 of you doing it instead of just one of you on your own. And then all of a sudden you're going to have a lot more motivation and a lot more push to go and do what it is you're doing. But just move away from people that want to pull you down. I always call them like soul-sucking oxygen thieves, because they are. They just want to hold you back, numb the senses every freaking weekend and drag you down with you. That's exactly what they are. And if you're choosing to hang about with them every weekend, you're making a bad choice, because at some point you're going to give in and you're going to end up doing exactly what they do, and you go back to square one. So like I said, wherever you can, surround yourself with positive people. As you progress and you're winning at life, someone will always not like it. Somebody will always not like it, because they don't want to be left behind. Nobody wants to be left behind, but most people don't want to do work. So, like I said, don't let people drag you down. It's not worth dealing with situation. Just distance yourself from it. Honestly, it may make a world of difference. Never lower your standards for anybody. Get them to raise theirs to your level. If they can't, distance yourself. So, I've got a few notes for you. So, I want you to write them down. You'll all know these people. So if you know anyone that says, oh, you don't need to lose weight, you look fine, dragging you down. Number 2, don't know why you're dieting. I don't know why you're doing that. You don't need to. And then people that say, oh, why are you going to the gym? What do you need to go to the gym for? Or let's go out for a pizza and get hammered. They're the people that are not willing, that are not helping you. They encourage us to stay the same. And it's just comments like when your mate goes, when they know full well you're trying to lose weight, let's go out and get hammered and get pizza. it's just not good, is it? It's not helping you. And it's them people that you might not realise, but it's them people that are trying to hold you back. In some cases, I've known it in previous past that it's actually been a partner that's done it and kept doing it, and I've just been like, oh yeah, all right, and I've still not, and it's really got quite unhappy about it. And then when I confronted it, she were quite, well, we always do it, and got quite arsey about it. So yeah, just be careful who it is. But yeah, use negative comments to push yourself forward. If someone's giving you some negative comments, it's because you're winning. It's because you've been successful. It's because you're showing them up. And it's because they're jealous. I hope this helps, guys. But yeah, be selfish when you need to be. It's your life. You want to be happy. And there's only you that can do it. But if you keep saying yeah to everything, you're never going to get there. Cheers.